Mentioned earlier, the release of a long-awaited report into alleged war crimes has thrust the culture of Australia's Defence Force into the spotlight. The Brereton report today has uncovered shocking behaviour, including the blooding of young members of the Special Forces. It's recommended 19 soldiers should be investigated by police over 39 unlawful killings. Well, joining me now is Townsville Federal MP and former soldier Phil Thompson. Mr Thompson, thanks so much for your time. You must be devastated as a former ADF person to read this report today.
Mate, the report was very sombering. These allegations, are very hard to read, but I don't want it to take away from the fact that our men and women who've served our nation do a fantastic job. Whether it's on operations in the Middle East or whether helping out on humanitarian operations or back here with COVID assist or the one of many natural disasters. I don't want our people to be tarnished with these allegations, and there is this small group of people, in this report. It's heartbreaking to read. It's something that I haven't seen as someone who's deployed. Being mindful that I'm not in the Special Forces, but a lot of my friends are. It's something that I haven't heard before, and reading through it today, it was a bit tough, mate.
I can understand that, and it's a very important message, and I want to get this out there as strongly as I can. These are a tiny section of the people who serve our country, and we task many of them with doing remarkable things, extraordinary things, and it breaks some of them, and sometimes the culture is broken too. But what's been the response in your electorate? You've got a lot of serving personnel around there. Have they been in touch with you today?
They have, mate. I've got the largest garrison city in the nation with inside Herbert. People throughout the community have been contacting me. They're upset with the way that they feel that all veterans and still serving people have been tarnished with this brush. These allegations will hurt all of us, and people that served here previously, people that I've lived with who are now in the Special Forces have contacted me. They're upset because they haven't been involved in any of these allegations, and mate, it is a tough day because our men and women who put on the uniform do so much for our community, our nation, and around the world, and they do it to a high standard. They always do it to a high standard, and this report is something that we have never seen before, and it's something that we don't expect to see within Australia.
Well, Mr Thompson, I expect this to be a subject of ongoing discussion in the Parliament. May I say on behalf of those who respect the ADF and are grateful to them, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service in the Parliament, and you keep representing the interests of the men and women who are prepared to give it all in defence of our nation and our freedom. So thanks for your time tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, mate.
Well, if you're a serving or former member of the Defence Force or a relative in need of support, please, you can call Open Arms on 1800 011 046 or the Defence Family Helpline on 1800 624 608, or of course you can call Lifeline on 131114. Remember, the Defence All Hours support line is another confidential service for ADF members and their families. That's 1800 628 036.